survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire. It's my empire, and yes, I call it. Good morning. Good morning. If you're on, I know. If you're on Facebook, say good morning. Check in. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna send you guys a message in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. First and foremost, you already know how we do. If you come through the morning money room, I'm your girl, Finance Miss Leva. We talk all things mindset and money. Today, we're talking about credit. We're talking about credit today. If you're in the morning money room, I want you guys to drop your name. I want you to drop a heart. I want you to share some love. Let us know your name. And we're going to get started. This is officially the morning money room, guys. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. It is a beautiful Tuesday. Always tell you guys before we get started, make sure you say your prayers first and foremost. Get up, say your prayers, some type of meditation. I tell you guys to make sure you speak affirmations into your life after you've prayed. Understand who you are, where you going in life. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What I need to do? What I need to focus on? What are my strengths? Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, right? Get somebody else to do your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. That's the core part of what you know how to master. Focus on what you know how to do. And last but not least, try to be an impact in somebody else's life, whether it be a simple smile or hello. Send somebody a text message you haven't spoke to in a while, like, hey, how's it going? Just check it in. I done that yesterday to a few people I haven't talked to in a while. Life has been super busy, but I always try to make sure I stay connected, and the energy goes, that vibe goes vice versa. So, making sure I check in on others that I don't talk to in a while, and they should do the same thing to us as well. If you're online, if this is your first time in the morning money room, you just coming through, you don't know who your girl Finance Muslima is, you better get acquainted and get to know. So I've officially called this the morning money room because y'all, like, I love mornings to come through here and connect with y'all before I get my day started. I'm like on 200 in the morning. It's like a mind thing. At night, I'm like, because I start too early in the morning. Walaikum assalam. So listen, if this is your first time in the morning money room, I want to know your name. I want you to drop a heart and show some love to somebody else because we need to spread more love. I'm going to wait for a few minutes, not too long. I do have some people on Facebook come checking in. I'm not going to wait very long. Y'all know, like, I live on a schedule. My life is on a schedule, so I have to get rolling because I have things to do. But I wanted to come holler at y'all this morning. I wanted to talk about before I jump into that, I want to give a huge shout out to No Advisory Podcast. I was at on Sunday night in Charlotte. Super dope, a lot of support. The energy was on 200, and that's my type of place to be in, right? Positive. I'm very thankful for the opportunity of them inviting me out to be on the podcast. The Q&A was really, really dope. If you follow No Advisory Podcast, if you're in Charlotte or if you're not, you can go to their Facebook page and check out the interview that I had with them. If you're on my email list, you can get some other things that I shared from the interview Sunday night. It was really, really amazing. And also, too, I was like, I was having this conversation yesterday, and I was telling a friend, like, yo, men are really like reaching out to me. Men are buying financial planners, Sunday night, 3 of the buyers were men. Sunday night, 3 of the buyers were men. Men are like, yo, we're getting on this thing. Especially, I think it was a trigger point when we started. The co-host of the podcast was talking about budgeting, like, yeah, I plan everything out, my savings, my money, da da da. And I think like that was the trigger point for the men because they was like, men are providers. They make money, they get to the bag, but they just don't per se like like back in the day, or like how some men were trained to pass the money over to the women, and she does what she needs to do for the household. Some men are not really accustomed to, okay, they got the money, figuring out what to do with it. So shout out to all the men that are on game, and shout out to all the support, seriously, from them at No Advisory Podcast. It was an amazing time. I'm super thankful for that. I had an awesome, awesome time. You guys bought the last 3 books I had out with me. Thank you so much. One guy was even like, the one I posted a picture with, he was like, oh, here's a 30, and it's like, I was like, I never have cash, right? So you have $40. He was like, keep the change. He was like, yo, I really was, feeling what you were talking about. I need this, da da da. So guys, I'm saying all of this to say it's not about me. I like to share things to help, hopefully, that it will encourage you guys, no matter where you at or what you have going on in your life. Just get started. Stay true to who you are. Always be you. It's the reason that people will connect with you when you're the most authentic. You know what you're talking about. You show up as the same you every time. And then last but not least, you gotta be willing to put yourself on the forefront when you're in business and you're an entrepreneur. You have to be willing to put yourself in the forefront. Stop waiting for people to call you or do things with you. If you want something, go for it. This podcast opportunity, I saw them post something and I shot them a DM like, hey, you guys got anybody talking about finances? He's like, nope, perfect timing. We need somebody. Boom, I'm lit. Listen, when it's your time, it's your time. Everything is on a full surface. And you're going to know. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this last one before we jump into this credit. If you have a business, if you have a product or a service, you're wanting to get to the next level, you're wanting to do more, you want the magazine interview, you want the live news broadcast, you want to be I don't know, you want the corporate attention, you want to partner or get sponsored with, by Walmart and all these places. Like, guys, just do it. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot and just do it. I encourage you to do that. So the reason that I share things and let you guys know, like, don't be afraid to go for what you want. A lot of you guys watch me, follow me, not even just me. A lot of people y'all follow on social media, and you may have seen them, go from this point to the next. I know I've personally watched a lot of people that I don't know or I do know go from one point to the next. And that's because in some shape or form, we share things on social media. So it's like, if you could sit and watch and what life is happening for that person because they're just simply betting on themselves, it can definitely happen for you as well. So let's not sit around watching, judging, complimenting, and giving our opinion every 5 seconds on what we see everybody else doing. Stop giving your attention to the wrong stuff. Focus in on you and say, hey, I got some things that I want to make happen. Let me strap down and do the necessary because I want to get my life together too. Why not? Yes, so I encourage you guys, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Whatever it is you're sitting on, contemplating, get it done and just do it. I love this t-shirt, guys. These are always my favorites. Thou shalt pray, drink coffee, build wealth, mood 24/7. I love these t-shirts. Every time I wear them, people are like, but I don't have them in stock no more, but I always wear them. I love them. They're always a quick throw in with something, right? And a conversation starter. Gotta have a conversation starter. Somebody walk up to your conversation like, hey, Oh, you like this shirt is, what do you like about it? I started asking, what's your name? Where you from? You don't go too much in depth, but it's definitely a conversation starter. I gave y'all a tip to meeting new people that you don't know and leveraging building relationships and creating a new friend or a new customer. So I want to talk to you guys about why we have bad something that we don't want to talk about. So seriously though, I'm going to give you guys some reasons why we have good credit, why reasons of why we have bad credit. And I came up with these reasons simply, you guys know every time I come through, I got a topic, right? Because I always have to have some type of direction. I like to give you guys resources. I like to talk about a problem and then provide the solution. Y'all know this is what I do. So, really quick before I jump into this, if this is your first time in the Morning Money Room, go to the link in the website, go to the link in the bio and click the website. Go to the website, join the email list, grab your freebie over there of some type of financial thing that you may need, whether it be a credit cheat sheet, a financial planner, some inexpensive ways to have fun with the summer months coming. So you can stick to your financial goals. Go to the website, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Go to the website, stay connected, get on the email list so you can get all of the freebies and stuff that come through first. I love you guys. Okay, no, seriously. So, but I came up with the topic to talk about problems that people have with bad credit. I just thought about at my worst and my low of bad credit, 2015, when I hit my bottom, I thought about what were the things that I was lacking. What was it? What was I lacking in my life at that time? And what was, how did I get bad credit? What was holding me back? What was my problem? All of that. And I talk about repossession and all those things and recuperating from that life. And then 2017, getting into the finance industry with insurance first, right? So I just thought these topics that I come up with to help you guys elaborate on and then provide a solution. It is not stuff that I read out of book. It is not stuff that I Google and try to figure these things out. Like, yo, this stuff is real life stuff that I just come to with my mind and I talk about my past experience, what that I do to fix it. And 90% of the time, I know that it's problems or it's issues that people are having right now. So we need to talk about it. And I want to address it and hopefully hope that it would help somebody that's going through it right now because people are. We see a lot of people with the glitz and glams and living their life and that the sales is running. People are doing very well. We want to congratulate them and clap for our sisters. But at the same time, guys, I do recognize that it's a lot of people still need help with some things. And that's just the bottom line. So, problems that people have with bad credit. I tell you guys this all the time. I talked about this in a meeting yesterday with my girl Rashida. I haven't seen her in so long, 2018. Like we had an amazing meeting yesterday at our house in Charlotte. It was so dope. I'm gonna tag some pictures of us from 2018, 2017, getting in the insurance game. I'm gonna post some throwbacks this Thursday. She sent me all these pictures. Life is just crazy the way it worked. It's 2021. Her and I sitting in the living room had an amazing meeting yesterday, and we were talking about how you get bad credit, and the budgeting, the simple things of knowing what's coming in the household, knowing what's going out. Those are the things that we need to master to stay in control of our money, to stay in control of our life, to stay in control of our freedom. So the first thing that I would say, problems that people have, the number one problem that I had from lack of education, number one, money management. The first thing people lack with bad credit, if you have bad credit, the number one thing that's super important that you should focus on is money management. And the reason that I say this is because, guys, listen, money management is everything from knowing what's coming in a household, knowing what's going out of a household, knowing how to save money, how much you're going to save, creating goals for your money, creating financial goals, setting them for the week. You know what I mean? Knowing how to, that check that live and check the check thing. This, if you live check the check, I'm not. Sometimes for some people, it's all they have. Some people just need more cash flow to the household. Some people that live check to check are living check to check because they just spend and they haven't really sat down and got the juts and focus on what they really have in front of them and what they're working with. So it's two sides to it. Money management, guys, is definitely super, super, super important. I want to run some things down to y'all when it comes to money management, how deep it is. I want to show you the sample monthly budget. I don't know if you can see my screen. Sample monthly budget. Look how in debt this is, right? We talk about doing budgeted budgets, writing our stuff down. Do we really go in debt? You guys on IG might can't see it as clear, but you guys on Facebook can see. So I'm going to read some things really quick, how deep and serious money management is. This is what you should be doing every single month, attacking what you have. Okay, so when we say income, we got your salary, you got your second salary, you may have child support, you may have a side hustle. That's all incomes. How much money do you make? What's coming in the household? When we talk expenses, we have mortgage, we have a cell phone, we have utilities, car and life insurance, you have groceries, you have your gas for your car, you have credit card bills, personal loan bills, car payment, personal care, memberships, entertainment, giving tithes and charity. Guys, that is an example of a basic expenses that you spend every month. You have to really get in debt with it, and this will help you take control of the money management side. If you're just coming online and joining the morning money room, drop your name, drop a heart, say good morning, share some love. If you're just popping through to see what's up, just say hi when you come into the room. And then another thing that's on the page as well is payoffs. Payoffs. That's a super important part of money management as well, because you just stay in tune and connected with it to know what's going on. So, for example, with payoffs, we have student loans. What's your balance to the student loans? 25,000. What's your monthly payment of the student loans? $80 a month I'm paying. And then you would say how much extra I may want to give, $20 to $30 each month. Then you may have a payday loan. You may have a payday loan of $400. You giving them $100 a month, paying back off. Like, guys, this is real life stuff that people are paying off each month, every other week coming out their paycheck. So when we say money management, it is super important to be in control of your expenses, your money, your income. And like I always say, the way that I've been taught and what helped me get out of financial depression and financial anxiety and all these things, what helped me was learning how to create a plan, be ahead of the game per se. So be in control. That's the way I know I learned how to stay in control. So we said, for instance, this is the month of May. Right now, this is really the end of the month, guys. We should be making a plan for June. Like, we really should be, what's going on with June? How much money am I going to make from work in June? Which a lot of times you already know that, because you know what you get paid every other week, and it's always typically the same thing. And then, far as business wise, we like, when you know how to be ahead of the game for the next month, that's how you're able to stay in control, whether it be personal development, whether it be spiritual, whether it be financially. Like, really, right now, you should be knowing what's going on in June. You should have created a plan to know how much money you want to make in June, what you want to have coming through your website, through your pockets, through each bank account for the month of June. So I know personally that that's what taught me how to stay in control of my finances, how to stay in control of my mindset, how to build massive amounts of discipline is by staying ahead of the game. So money management was one. A lot of the another thing that people lack with bad credit is lack of education. So, and it's not a good, bad, or indifferent thing. It's just a lot of things that we were not taught, we did not see being done. We had this conversation yesterday. I'm doing this topic because it is very crazy meeting that I had yesterday. It was like the conversation was on a beam. Like it was lit and it was so much real stuff. And I was like, yo, this is a topic to discuss, right? So lack of education. Is nothing wrong if you are a person that wants to DIY your own credit and do your own credit repairs. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you have the proper letters, you know what to put all of the important details in the letters because that's the thing that's going to get the removal or get some attention back from the bureau. So lack of education is always a huge thing. Lack of resources, lack of relationships. So if you are a person where you're not really open minded, you don't like to connect with other people, you just, you're just like, oh, I'm good, da da da. No, listen, you may be talented at doing nails. You may be very talented at doing nails, right? But the reason that you can't get the thing that you love to the next level and really do and show your talents out to the world and get it popping to whatever extent you want to get it popping to is because a lot 99.9% of the time, what I'm experiencing from conversation and being in different rooms, people lack resources. So you could be the bomb at nails. You could have people pulling up to your house paying you $60, $70 to do their nails. But the thing is, what's going to help you get out of your home to get your own place, rent your studio space, even if you're going on weekends? Even if it comes to the education, the back end of getting access to so much money from banks and different stuff so that you can do these things and not thinking that it always takes 9 to 5 money. Even the smalls of the basics. What can I do to gain more customers? What can I do to increase my marketing? All these things, like guys, it's lack of resources. You're afraid to ask somebody. You don't want to be judged. Oh, I don't really want to do this. I don't know if I want to do it. But you low key downplaying yourself because this is the thing that you're really great at. And I say it all the time. It always be the thing that we're really great at that we second guess, like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, but we'll be so great at it. But we want to do the thing that we need more skill, we need more education, all of these things will take us like another 2, 3 years. We tend to be like, oh, that's what I'm passionate on. I'm gonna focus on that. But I'm about to give you some game. This is what you do. What you do is you do the work that you don't want to do and let it fuel and feed the work and that one thing that you really want to do. Boom, I just got you lit. So if that is your personal situation, as an example, if you hate doing nails, but nails bring you that crazy income that you can leverage to increase education or learn other new skills that you need to get the cake bakery jumping, then that's what you do. Do nails and fill the cake bakery. Leverage, guys, it's called leverage. Instead of picking up more hours at work, leverage what you have. You already got it. You just need to take action. And then a lot of times, this is a very important one. A lot of times, the reason people have bad credit is lack of cash flow. Lack of cash flow and prioritizing. I would say lack of cash flow because I know for me personally, when I hit rock bottom, when life was, kept happening to me, a lot of times you can have a nice amount of cash flow, you can have a job, you can have a side hustle, all of that. But sometimes, like, we don't know how to prioritize. Like, if you're not in tune or educated on a lot of different things, you won't know what, not saying that you're not going to pay all of your bills, but what bills and stuff do I need to pay right now that's being reported to the Bureau? to whether it be Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. If you ask yourself that question right now, what is it that you need to prioritize that you know is being reported to the bureau so that you can stay ahead of your game? Me, I'm a person where, I was like, and if you need to do this, it ain't nothing wrong with it. You need to do what you need to do. My son has never really been like a kid that needed cable and all that kind of stuff. Like he was really into, like Wi-Fi, playing games, having all these apps streaming and all that. Like he's 16 now, but he been at that point at a young age. And guess what? To say that it was very helpful for me to leverage that because not having an expensive cable bill, I was able to pay other bills on time or try to shift things around and make things work. So if I asked you if you didn't have nothing left but $100 in your account and you still had credit card bills to pay that you know is going to be reported to these bureaus, it's going to affect your score. A late payment is going to affect whether or not you're going to get this mortgage that you're trying to get your dream home and all of this. What are you going to pay first? Are you going to drop the $100 on the cable, or are you going to drop the $100, split it up amongst your Capital One and your Navy Federal? You going to split it up and give them $50 each, or you going to put the $100 on the cable? What are you mentally going to do? That's why I say when you sometimes we lack education, we just simply don't know. For me, the place I am in my life and experiencing so much hardship, sacrificing so much, just knowing how to, get things done. But when you learn how to play the game smarter, then you should move different. You should do the necessary when you know better. So I feel like if you've hit rock bottom before, if you're at a point where you're tired of being tired, you're ready to I need to just stop playing and do what I need to do, then you need to sacrifice some things. And cable and shopping and all these Amazon orders and all this stuff, y'all, you might be like, oh, it's only $20, oh, it's only $30, oh, it's only $50, but it's something that you could be doing with something else towards bettering your longevity situation and trying to better whatever your goals is. They're your goals, this is your life. So again, everything goes back to mindset, how you're thinking, what's important to you, what are you willing to sacrifice, how are you prioritizing, how do you prioritize, like do you know the right resources and education in order to properly prioritize? So guys, all I did was sit down and think and say, what are the problems that I had when I had bad credit? I had bad money management. I didn't have enough education. I didn't have enough resources. I didn't have no help from nobody. And then sometimes I had enough cash flow, but sometimes I didn't. So sometimes, you really may have a job that, it's not enough. After you pay off everything, it's not enough. Some people don't have side hustles and stuff. So for some people, a lot of their bills are not getting paid just simply because they don't have it. And if that is the case, you need to create a side hustle, not get another part-time job. Spend the same amount of hours doing something, but you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it at home. You're going to have more freedom. You're going to learn more. You're going to bet on yourself more. You're going to risk more. You're going to play the game a little bit different. We already know what the corporate and work side is like. Let's learn what the other side is like. Push yourself, challenge yourself. What can I really do? Let me just try this thing and see what I could do. I do get it and understand that business is not for everybody, and I'm not pushing business on everybody. It doesn't even have to be a business. But if you are the person that lack cash flow, is so many things out here that you could be doing from your home, from your phone to make money. I always tell you guys, make sure you write out a plan, stick to your plan, and take massive action. Make sure that you're taking action. Take action on your life. Start taking action and stop buying all these things that you feel you need to get started. You already have what it takes. Just do it. Do what it takes. I still have the free 30-minute credit consultation available. You can click the link in the bio, get the consultation, text us the word credit to 704-905-4941. Send us the email info@faithfamilyfinance.co, and I'll drop the website and the link below for you guys so you can check it out. I just gave you guys all of the things that we should avoid, really, so that we won't have bad credit. So I'll give you guys like my shortcomings and all of these things, like what was happening. Like, it's real life stuff, guys. People, we need to consistently embrace it and talk about it, because I know that when you keep hearing and seeing things in front of you, it's going to come full surface. But you can't be afraid to address it, if that makes sense. So if you have any credit questions, you need a free credit consultation, holla at your girl. Will we get you right? If you need the money management part and you need a mindset and money game planner, sold out 3 times, working on selling out a 4th time, might even be sold out after I check these sales from the website from the last couple of days, because it's been doing really amazing. So if you need the money management part, you can get you a financial planner, $24.99 shipping, guys. In order to avoid those bad habits of having bad credit. If you're at a point where you already know you're ready to get started, I got to get some things off my credit. What is it I can do to buy a home? How can I get me a new car? I'm just ready to leverage the banks and get some money so I can get some of their money, other people's money, so I can build some passive income. You got some things you want to do, then focusing on that credit is the number one step, guys. So take those things into consideration. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.